setting in college football. Seattle, Washington on the shores of Lake Washington, home to the Huskies, where they are set to kick off another season. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Gage. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Washington right back to the line. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Direct snap. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Washington trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Really nice run there. Listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring.
Could still be hurt from last year.
Think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. There's great defensive linemen. The ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll try to get it through the air. He's taking the shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Going up top on first down. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'm pissed off. My damn running back is hurt.
So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving this quarterback an easy throw.
This is early. We done started a whole nother season with my Alabama team. Niggas got hurt mid-season last year. It's still out.
Maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense.
I gotta go back and look. It's something bad, but
guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best
like
way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop now.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. He's now up to 66 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed
Good
him.
run,
And he's
nigga,
sacked
but you
for this
can't hide.
defense. Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Moves around to clear up the vision. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Washington 14, Alabama 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did now.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on his way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Alabama quickly back to the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. On the shovel. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now. All this stint in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback will keep it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Quarterback blast. Oh, I ain't ready.
Quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Here comes the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong
man.
man.
In the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to...
Pulls it in on the right. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He's going to take off. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
Hey, you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play their run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To throw, it's Humphries. Feeling some heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
When the quarterback leaves the pocket, I have to know that. You could tell the defense did. They did a great job skewing towards him, moving towards where he's scrambling. Now I can be in the passing lanes. Great job by the defense understanding it.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're trying to get to him. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Bounced off his feet. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phil, there's a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offense getting set for first down. The corners are walked up tight. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
These guys aren't human. I mean, They got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. And back to the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit, you get flag and target, you get flag for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.